the second half of tonight's Snarl. Okay, during the first half, we saw the shock return of Titania Tatiana as a new member of the Sectarians, and Lilith Morella announced both her and Showbiz are the newest members, with Titania attacking Liberty Belle Danielle in the ring, as she issued a title match challenge at Homecoming this Wednesday.
Tex is checking up on Danielle Heathcote, currently with the staff doctor. While she did get knocked her out pretty good, she's gonna be all right for the Supercard in New York, and I'd imagine she's fighting mad about this, and I can't say I blame her.
All Titania had to do was just accept Danielle's challenge, but that ain't how the sect operates. Pretty certain they were hoping to injure her, same as Pam Parsons and Brooklyn Von Brown. And I don't have to tell you, Tex is pretty riled up after this needless Pearl Harbor-style attack.
You're damn right I am. Up next, to start the second half, Cactus Jack locking it up with recent arrival AJ Styles.
Welcome back, fans. Our second half opening contest. One fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 287 pounds, Cactus Jack.
So, boss, what's up with Danielle? How bad was it?
Fortunately, it was not quite as bad as anybody thought. Apparently, she was able to defend herself pretty well. And she'll be alright for homecoming, but, well, she's mad enough to chew neutronium, as they say on Star Trek. Look, let's get on to the subject of Cactus Jack here, who's getting ready to face AJ Styles in their first ever clash in RWL. It's going to be a pretty good match. Well, Cactus Jack is definitely a big step up from AJ Hawk last week.
His opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing 220 pounds, AJ Styles. Last week's Battle of the AJs was Styles' official debut here in our WL, when he made his presence known the week before by attacking Bruiser Brody during his main event match against Haku. And well, we all heard last week what Brody has to say about it. For AJ's sake, I hope he's been looking over his shoulder ever since, because Brody's still raging about his loss to Haku, blaming Styles for costing him a win. Well, this week, he's up against hardcore legend Cactus Jack in a standard rules match, and this one's almost certainly gonna prove to be a way tougher challenge than any of the yo-yos from the Toxic Table.
You definitely got that right. Cactus Jack is a big step up. And if AJ Styles picks up a win here, well, people have already stood up and took notice. And that's definitely going to be an attention getter if he could defeat Cactus Jack.
And Mr. Styles is feeling exceptionally smug at the moment, having just been announced as a WWE Hall of Famer, hot off his retirement last month. So he's seen himself as something of a valuable commodity in our Legends division.
Alright, well, it is a huge step up the ladder to go from AJ Hawk to Cactus Jack for AJ Styles. Let's see how this one goes as Willie Johnson rings the bell. Off we go. Cactus Jack locks up AJ. AJ with the quick counter goes behind, inverted DDT, dead center ring on Cactus Jack. Cactus rounded up by AJ Styles, a chop across the chest. Cactus with a chop across the chest of his own and a quick counter here. He's got him up, nice vertical suplex from Cactus Jack. AJ Styles rounded up, but another quick counter from AJ Styles. The future WWE Hall of Famer showing out here. Another inverted DDT. The Cactus Jack followed up with a stomp to the midsection. A kick to the ribs. AJ Styles rounds up Cactus Jack. Cactus counters with a knee to the midsection of AJ Styles. A spin kick from AJ takes Cactus down to the mat. And now AJ Styles putting those boots to Cactus Jack. Off the rope, beautiful moonsault. Gotta give it to him. There's another stomp to Cactus. There's another kick. AJ Styles, wall just all over the place, rebounds and wicked knee right to the head of Cactus Jack. AJ Styles starts unloading with hard right hands to the head of Cactus. Cactus in big trouble, counters with a kick, gets back up, locks it up with AJ Styles. AJ with the upper hand, here's a backbreaker and a neckbreaker, a 2-in-1. Nice little combination from AJ Styles, who's all the way up on the top right turnbuckle. Here he comes, big time crossbody splash across Cactus Jack. Cactus in big time trouble here. Not mounting a whole lot of offense, letting AJ Styles control the whole thing. Off the ropes again. There's that knee one more time into the head of Cactus Jack. AJ Styles escorting Cactus towards center ring. Goes for a pin here. One. Just about a one. Cactus Jack still in the game. But AJ Styles right on the scene here. Another forearm takes Cactus down to the mat again. There's a stomp to the leg. AJ Styles going to work on the lower limbs of Cactus Jack, driving knees into the other leg. And Cactus Jack needs to light things up in a rip of a hurry. AJ Styles with a set of shots. Cactus whip to the far left corner. AJ Styles with a nasty chop across the chest. Down goes Cactus Jack. AJ all the way up on the top far left turnbuckle. There's another big time crossbody splash to Cactus Jack. Off the ropes again, another moonsault. This kid can move though. Give him that. 1, 2. Oh! Cactus getting the right shoulder up. AJ taking Willie Johnson to task for his count. There's a kick to the head from Cactus Jack. There's a right that spins AJ around. Cactus goes behind on him. Has him up. Whoa! Another counter. Another bulldog. A stomp to the back from AJ Styles. Off the top rope. Oh, he missed that one. That would have been pretty if it had landed. A right, a left, an elbow to the face, a chop. Another set of chops. A kick to the gut. Cactus Jack up against the ropes. AJ Styles real aggressive in this matchup. Hangs him up off the top rope the hard way. And again, AJ Styles getting ready to make it an airmail delivery. Nope, changed his mind on the high-risk maneuver on that one. There's another elbow, there's another one, and there's a third one, and there's a fourth one, and there's a fifth one to the leg of Cactus Jack. Well, damn. Okay. AJ Styles all the way up. Oh, didn't nail it that time. Caught a pair of knees from Cactus Jack. Cactus sets him up for the pulling pile driver. That might put a stop to things right here. Here's a pin. 1, 2. But no. AJ Styles getting the right shoulder. Oh, Cactus Jack is not pleased at all. But at least he's turned things around. Mounting some offense here. He's got AJ on the mat for a change. Why is he hemming and hawing when he should be beating the living tar out of him? Cactus rounds up AJ Styles. Hard whips him to the far right corner. Moves in on him there. Ooh, another counter from AJ Styles. This kid counters all over the place, all the way up, but Cactus. Oh, damn, what a neck breaker from AJ Styles. Hard kick to the back of Cactus Jack. AJ rounds him up. He set him up for the Styles Clash. And there it is. This could also be a match ender right here, too close to the rope, says Willie Johnson's got to start all over from zero. Hard kick to the back of Cactus. A stomp to the midsection from AJ Styles. AJ rounds him up again. Cactus Jack counters with an elbow. There's a chop across the chest. Cactus Jack not out of the game yet. Whips AJ Styles to the far left corner. A hard kick to the midsection. AJ quickly back up, tags him with a right, staggers him, has him up. He's going to nail him with the Styles Clash a second time. Boom! Oh, damn. Rolls him up into a pin. 1, 2. This has got to be it. No! Shut up! Cactus Jack kicks out again. AJ Styles can't believe it. Heck, I can't believe it. Hard kick to the back for Cactus. AJ all the way up on the top turnbuckle again. This kid loves to fly, and it shows. Black Delta. Whoa! There's a clothesline off the top. And there goes Cactus Jack again. Counters with a kick to the head. Quickly back up. Locks it up with AJ Styles. He's not out of it yet. Set of hard shots to the midsection from AJ Styles to Cactus Jack. Cactus rounded up for a backbreaker. AJ out on the apron. Off the top rope there. He nailed that one that time. Beautiful spinning move right there. Cactus Jack's got the wind knocked out of him. AJ Styles drags him towards center ring. Covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. AJ Styles picks up yet another win, this time over Cactus Jack by pinfall.
The time, 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, AJ Styles.
Alright, well, it's another win for AJ Styles. Well, this ain't
Yikes
good.
on trikes. Someone's in
Guess
trouble.
who's come to town? Bruiser Brody. After 2 weeks after the attack from AJ Styles during his main event match against Haku, and he is making his way down to the ring. And AJ Styles does not look the least bit heavy. He is swinging that rope. This is definitely not good for Mr. AJ Styles. Brody takes him down with a single shot. Oh, look at this. AJ Styles, already worn out from his match with Cactus Jack, and Bruiser Brody coming in to strike at exactly the right moment. He's been waiting for this. Off the top knee right into the head of AJ Styles. Shut up. Brody spins him around with a hard right, has him up reverse fireman's carry, drops a knee right into the head of AJ Styles. And then, running spear, down goes AJ again. And I'm sure he is regretting that decision a couple of weeks ago at this point. Oh man, he has absolutely laid the hell on out, and Bruiser Brody's just waiting for him to come to.
Brody warned him this was gonna happen.
Oh man, this is bad. Well, live and learn, I guess. I don't think AJ will ever make that mistake again. He's coming too, but Brody's right there waiting for him. Rounds him up. There's a boot right to the face, and down goes AJ Styles again. The future WWE Hall of Famer. Not feeling too famous right about now. Bruiser Brody's just like twitching, and he has gone berserk. AJ rounded up again by Brody. Another hard forearm takes him down. Bruiser Brody just all over him like sand on the ocean floor. That quick counter from AJ, and a quick takedown, a chop block of the knee from AJ Styles. And he's going to step outside, go under the ring for a little something extra. He comes up with a sledgehammer, and, well, we've been here before. There's a shot to the back, there's a shot to the mid, a shot to the leg, and Brody quickly back up. Choke slammed him out on the floor. After 3 shots, I'm telling you, Bruiser Brody's absolutely insane. Bruiser Brody rolled back inside the ring by AJ Styles. Now it looks like maybe AJ's got a chance to put out Brody's fire here. Brody gets up to a standing position. AJ off the top. He is definitely disoriented. Brody catches a kick right to the head from AJ Styles. AJ rounds him back up again. Gets a hold on him, kick to the midsection. Sets up the pump handle. Damn. A gutbuster right across the knee. As Brody again tries to make himself up to a standing position. Swing and a miss again from AJ Styles. Those high-risk maneuvers that paid off so well in the match with Cactus Jack not paying off now, and Brody's got him by the goozle. Tongan desperate. Takes him down to the... Referee Willie Johnson keeping a respectable distance from Bruiser Brody, which is a very wise thing to do. Running spear takes him down again. The referee ringing the bell. That's about all he can do, but that's not going to stop Bruiser Brody. He goes under the ring one more time. Comes up with a baseball bat. This is not good for AJ. Just waylaid him. Referee, it looked like he's finally done. Bruiser Brody making a statement here. Says, you do not mess with me during my matches, and if you do, it's going to cost you a lot. And AJ Styles just paid the price big time. We'll be right back with more in just a minute.
It's been a wild night at the Meadowlands.
Sure has. Back in a minute. Coming up next, a match you might have seen on a Saturday night at Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee. Jerry the King Lawler set to lock it up against the Honky Tonk Man, backed up by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
The following Legends Division contest, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 245 pounds, Jerry the King Lawler.
one half of the two kings, along with handsome Holly Race, but Jerry Lawler, on his own for this singles clash with his old rival from the Memphis Territory days. And what a long and heated history these two opponents have shared through the years.
Calling a winner here is kinda tough. Each has a win or two over the other, and that's made the rivalry even more heated. And now, after all this time, they're gonna bang heads here on Snarl, in what's sure to be an explosive confrontation.
I'm telling you, yeah, this is definitely going to be a gem of a matchup. Battle of the Memphis Legends, Jerry the King Lawler and HTM. And well, I'm sure the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, will have his role to play on behalf of the Honky Tonk Man in this matchup.
And his opponent accompanied by the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, also from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing 254 pounds, the Honky Tonk Man.
That's the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, his megaphone, and the Honky Tonk Man. Yes, Jimmy Hart, definitely one of a kind. Honky Tonk Man makes me think of Elvis Presley. He's got that new movie out. Amazing to be dead for like almost 50 years and still making movies. He's got a concert film coming out, and I'm definitely going to want to see that one. I'm a huge Elvis Presley fan, in case you didn't know. But HTM going to be going to battle with Jerry the King Lawler here. And again, I'm sure Jimmy Hart's going to get himself involved in the situation at some point. A true battle of Memphis legends. This is gonna be a good one. There ain't no way it's not gonna be a good one. And Lawler and HTM definitely do not get along. Walt Ruthford sounds the bell. They come center ring. Hard shots from Jerry the King Lawler. Hard shot to the midsection of the Honky Tonk Man. HTM locked up by Lawler, whipped over the top rope out onto the apron. Jerry the King Lawler hangs him up the top rope. Down goes the Honky Tonk Man onto the floor. And here comes the Mouth of the South, looking to get himself disqualified. Referee Walt Ruthford getting ready to deal with Jimmy Hart. The hell's he doing in the ring? Meanwhile, the Honky Tonk Man turning things around. Jerry the King Lawler laid out center ring. He just relieved him of the megaphone. Honky Tonk Man with Jerry the King Lawler. There's a double axe handle right across the chest of the King. Lawler with a beautiful crossbody on Honky Tonk Man. Clubbing overhand right to the back of the head. The King locks him up. Hard whip to the ropes. Honky Tonk Man counters. There's a right, there's a left, there's another right. A kick to the gut. And a clubbing blow to the back of Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler's head slammed against the canvas. Honky Tonk Man going for a quick pin here. 1, 2. Pretty good, a near fall pretty early on in this matchup. Jimmy Hart got his megaphone back. Means he'll be starting trouble again. There's a nice snapmare from the Honky Tonk Man. An elbow drop across the chest of Jerry the King Lawler. Honky Tonk Man rounds him up. Lawler gets the arm wound up, gets an elbow right to the shoulder. HTM escorting the King towards the... Oh, he changed. Well, it looked like he either changed his mind or Lawler resisted, but Lawler whipped to the ropes and a back body drop from the Honky Tonk Man. An elbow right to the back of the head of the King. HTM currently in control of things as Jerry the King Lawler makes his way into the corner. There's a hard right hand from HTM. Up on the top turnbuckle goes Lawler. Lawler counters with a kick to the face of the Honky Tonk Man. He counters with a kick to the midsection. There's a right. There's another right. He gets a hold of Lawler. Scoop slams him in the corner. And here we go. A little bit of that Elvis Presley kind of stuff. The Honky Tonk Man with a stomp to the back of the head of the King. And another double axe. Oh, he hurt his hand on that one. Lawler got out of the way just in time. Slams the Honky Tonk Man's head down to the canvas. There's a stomp to the midsection from the King. The King turning things around real quick here. Jams all of his weight across the back of the Honky Tonk Man. Rolls an elbow across the back of the same spot. Jerry the King Lawler rolls to the outside with HTM. Kick to the midsection. Lawler has him up for a powerbomb. And, slams him into the lip of the apron and then into the side of the damn ring. Okay. Jerry the King Lawler driving the knee into the leg of HTM, and he does not look happy about it. The King rounds up HTM, gets him back, almost gets him back inside the ring. There's a fist drop from the King. And Jerry the King Lawler showing out here for the fans in East Rutherford. Honky Tonk Man with the upper hand drives Lawler towards the ring steps, but doesn't quite make it. Makes his own way back in. Oh, here we go. A little shake, rattle, and roll from the HTM. As Lawler makes his way back inside the ring, locks it up with HTM. Whip to the ropes. Lawler makes the duck under, has him up, lets gravity do the work, slams him face down into the mat. There's another fist drop from Jerry the King Lawler. Lawler gets the leg swept by HTM. Lawler quickly back up, catches the kick to the midsection. HTM escorts Lawler towards the ropes. Rounds him up and, oh man, hung him up on the top rope the hard way. HTM going for another pin here. One. Just the one that time. Huh. Jerry the King Lawler not looking too fresh at the moment as HTM takes himself to the top turnbuckle here. Waiting for Lawler to get himself stood on up. And here he comes, double axe handle right across the head of Jerry the King Lawler. There's a stomp to the midsection. There's a rolling elbow across the back. These two guys, they could have been a tag team if they didn't hate each other's guts. Their styles are so identical. Lawler in the corner. Honky Tonk Man charges. Quick counter, double boots to the face of the Honky Tonk Man. Jerry the King Lawler whips Honky into the corner. Honky counters with an elbow. HTM winds up the arm on Lawler, slaps him in the back of the head. Oh, Jerry the King Lawler slams Honky Tonk Man's head into the turnbuckle. Gathers him up for a scoop slam. These guys matching each other almost move for move. Huh. Lawler on the middle rope. There's the patented Jerry Lawler fist drop. Nobody does it like the King. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Oh! Close but no cigar. And Lawler's pretty frustrated. Honky Tonk Man in a lot of pain here as Lawler stalks HTM. Gets the oh, here we go. The Memphis-style Lawler pile driver, and that's going to be it. Oh, he's done. He is out like a light. Here's a pin and a cover. 1, 2. Great bet. I called it. Jerry the King Lawler picking up the win by pinfall. Let's get the official time from Buck Morton.
The time, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Jerry the King Lawler.
Didn't look too good for the King in the early goings, but he definitely snapped back. And oh man, picked up a great pinfall win, and he looked like he knew it all the time. Look at that $1 million smile on the King as he picks up a pinfall win over the Honky Tonk Man, his heated rival. And what a replay too. Got the 2 count, damn near lost his mind. And he got so mad he just decided to hell with it. I'm just going to finish this guy off with the standard Memphis pile driver. And he sure nailed it. Honky Tonk Man was out to lunch. That's when we return. The Snarl Tag Team Champions, the Psychedelics, in action when we come back.
As we continue, non-title tag competition with the Freak and Wild Thing Wayne Tag, the Psychedelics, in a return bout against the pair of Rikishi Fatu and Samoa Joe. The following non-title tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first at a combined weight of 675 pounds, the team of Rikishi Fatu and Samoa Joe.
So, here's the deets on this match. The two teams have only met once before, last year, just before the Sweet Revenge Summer Tour, in a non-title match same as this. But Rikishi and Joe go into this one with a win over the Freak and Wild Thing. And I guess, Johnny, this rematch was Sylvia's idea. Maybe a chance to even the score against these super-sized Samoans.
Exactamundo, Wally. The fact that their last clash was non-title means zip to her and the boys, the Freak and Wild Thing, know they're against a wall here, and a second win for the other side would be an embarrassment and an excuse for Rikishi and Joe to start, sniffing around for a title match. So losing isn't an option for the Snarl Tag Champs. Their opponents accompanied by Sylvia Strong at a combined weight of 478 pounds. The reigning Rwl Sn Rl Tag Team Champions, The Freak and Wild Thing Wayne Ting, the Psychedelics.
I got to give it to you, GB. Your lady has fine taste in tag teams. The Freak and the Wild Thing, the Sn Rl Tag Team Champions, the Psychedelics. Haven't seen them in action for a couple of weeks. Nice to see them back on the scene looking fresh and ready to go against Rikishi and Samoa Joe. I'll tell you what, they've already got one win over the Freak and the Wild Thing in a non-title match. They definitely do want to even the score, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do exactly that, because the Freak and the Wild Thing, they don't lose a whole bunch of matches. Well, they've met before and it was rough. This time it's going to be Rikishi Fatu starting it off against the Freak. And all the tensions are running high in this one. Charles Lucero rings the bell. Rikishi Fatu ambushes the referee. Oh, belly to back suplex. Now going to work on the Freak. The referee out to lunch. There's a knee to the midsection from Rikishi Fatu. The Freak counters with a hard right. Referee Charles Lucero comes to his senses. A clothesline from the Freak to Rikishi Fatu. Set of short kicks to the head as the Freak beats it out of town, turns it over to Wild Thing Wayne Take. Sylvia Strong standing by. Your girlfriend, GB. Yes, sir. Rikishi Fatu whipped to the rope, over the top rope and out onto the floor. Incidentally, did you guys, like knock boots last week? I'm kidding. Anyway, Rikishi Fatu back up on his feet. Don't look at me that way, GB. All right. Here we go, the Wild Thing. Locks it up with Rikishi Fatu. Rikishi counters, slams the Wild Thing down to the canvas. Wild Thing back up, right into a power slam from Rikishi Fatu. Rikishi starting to assert himself in this matchup. Wild Thing counters with a hard elbow to the midsection. He sure felt that one. There's an elbow to the face. Kick to the gut. Wild Thing sets up the neck breaker and nails it. Down goes Rikishi Fatu. Samoa Joe begging to be let in here. Wild Thing not going to let it happen. Wild Thing Wayne Take whips him to the far right corner. Hard right hand from the Wild Thing. There's another one. And now a little game of tug of war with the arm of Rikishi Fatu. Wild Thing Wayne Take smashes his head into the turnbuckle. He's busted open already. Wow. The Psychedelics. I guess a little bit of vacation time did them some good too. Rikishi staggers out of the corner. Wild Thing slams him face first down, reverse Russian leg sweep. That was really neat. There's a stomp to the back of Rikishi Fatu. As the Wild Thing beats it out of town, turns it over to the Freak. The Sn Rl Tag Team Champions working like a well-oiled machine here against Rikishi and Samoa Joe, who hasn't even had a chance to get in yet. There's a hard forearm from the Freak to Rikishi Fatu. Rikishi runs right into the Freak front cradle. Rounded up over the top rope, hung up on the rope, and down he goes. There's a stomp to the midsection from the Freak. Up the middle rope, flying crossbody across the back of Rikishi Fatu. Another set of short kicks to the head. And here's a quick pin and a hook of the leg. One. Just a one that time. Rikishi Fatu might be busted open, but he's still got a lot of steam in the tank. Here comes Wild Thing Wayne Take again. The Wild Thing takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Off we go, elbow right across the chest of Rikishi. Here's another pin, but too close to the rope, says the referee. Now Rikishi getting his head beat against the canvas by the Wild Thing. There's a stomp, there's a kick. Rikishi takes him down, one arm. Rikishi Fatu catches the right. Delivers a knee to the midsection. Man, Rikishi can take a beating, Another knee to the midsection from the Wild Thing. Rikishi whipped to the far right corner again. He missed it, and now he's in a seated position, and unassisted alley-oop out of the corner from Rikishi Fatu. Rikishi paying it back, beating the head of the Wild Thing against the canvas as he finally beats it out of town, and Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine, gets his first action in the matchup. Wild Thing Wayne Take gets a hold of him, has him up, for the, whoa, that's a display of power. There's that long stalling vertical suplex. And he's got him up for a nice long time. And down we go. Samoa Joe definitely feeling that one. The Wild Thing, Wayne Tague, rounds up Samoa Joe, takes him to the Psychedelics corner, smashes his head into the turnbuckle. But Samoa Joe counters with an elbow, charges, running boot to the face of the Wild Thing. Here comes Rikishi again. And their team's pretty efficient too. Here comes the Freak one more time. Fresh partners all the way around. Kick to the midsection. The Freak countered into a back body drop by Rikishi for two. Rikishi turning it back over to Samoa Joe. I guess the strategy is working pretty well for both teams. A snapmare from Samoa Joe, a chop across the back, and a kick right to the chest. The Freak on the wrong side of town and in pretty big trouble. Elbow right across the chest from Samoa Joe. Joe rounds him up. The Freak counters with a jawjacker, backs off Samoa Joe. There's a running boot in retaliation. Off. Ooh, beautiful moonsault from the Freak. A cover and a hook of the leg. One, two, not even a two. Rikishi for two right there to break it up. Hard right hands, mounted punches from the Freak. But Samoa Joe a stomp to the midsection. He goes after Rikishi for two as well. Another reverse Russian leg sweep. And a set of hard right hands for Rikishi as well. The Freak taking care of both partners at the same time. These guys are crazy. I'm not kidding. The Psychedelics are something else. That's why they're Snarl Tag Team Champions. Samoa Joe with a chop across the chest of the Freak. Rounds him up over the shoulder, takes a walk with him across town, and pitches him to the outside. I thought he was going to hang him up on the top rope too, but no, pitched him out to the floor. Samoa Joe with a stomp to the arm of the Freak. Joe rounds him up, a chop across the chest, a couple of quick jabs and a headbutt. Down goes the Freak again. Referee counting, of course. There's a stomp from Samoa Joe. And the Samoan submission machine with a bow and arrow stretch on the Freak on the outside. Killing more time as the referee continues to count. Quick counter from the Freak, but Samoa Joe counters as well. Both men back up to their feet. The Freak rolls back inside the ring. Sylvia Strong watching with keen interest here. The Freak with a shot to the back of Samoa Joe, whips him back out over onto the apron. And this time the Freak gets hung up on the top rope. The Freak tags in the Wild Thing. Samoa Joe ready for him. There's a right, there's a left, there's a throat chop. And the Freak steps out of the way, lets the Wild Thing do his thing. Another quick counter and a headbutt right to Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe rounded up again. Rikishi for two, not at his corner, and that's not good. There's a DDT to the Wild Thing from Samoa Joe. Rikishi finally back up to a standing position, and what a set of shots from Samoa Joe taking the Wild Thing down. Rikishi for two, just in time for the tag. Wild Thing's laid out. There's a stomp to the chest from Rikishi. Rikishi rounds him up, locks him up. Hard whip to the ropes. Into the corner, kick to the gut, and this does not bode well for the Wild Thing. You know what's coming up next, and the Wild Thing is not gonna, oh God, stop it, oh man. The Wild Thing catching a stink face from Rikishi for two. Rikishi escorts him to his team's corner, smashes the Wild Thing's head into the turnbuckle, tags in Samoa Joe, double team incoming for the Wild Thing. Stereo super kicks. The Wild Thing, Wayne Tague, as Samoa Joe takes over for his team. Drives a knee into the leg of the Wild Thing a couple of times. There's a stomp to the gut and a kick to the back. Samoa Joe firing back here against the Psychedelics. Wild Thing rounded up again. Wild Thing escorted towards the corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Here's a tag to Rikishi for two. There's a snapmare from Samoa Joe. He sets him up, and there's a kick right to the face of the Wild Thing from Rikishi for two. Rikishi with a set of kicks to the Wild Thing. And again, dribbling his head against the canvas like a basketball. Wild Thing back up. Locks it up with Rikishi. A knee to the midsection. Tongan death grip time. This is not good for Rikishi for two. Wild Thing's won a whole lot of matches with this one. Samoa Joe coming to the rescue, but it is too late. The bell is rung. The Wild Thing picking up the win for the Psychedelics by submission. Wow.
The time, 8 minutes. by submission. The psychedelics.
All right, this submission win for the Freak and the Wild Thing evens the score with Rikishi and Samoa Joe at 1 apiece. And, well, the tag team championships weren't even in question here. But what a match back and forth. Wild Thing Wayne Tig definitely choking out Rikishi for 2 in retaliation for that stink face. I know that's exactly the reason he did it. Ladies and gentlemen, when we return, Ballarat Jack Jones, Mr. Popularity, to face the American Dream Dusty Rhodes when we return.
In tonight's main event, it's set to be the top-rated and most hated Ballarat Jack Jones of the United Kingdoms in singles action against the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, the next guy looking to take a chunk out of the angry Aussie.
And that line gets longer and longer every single week.
Tonight's Snarl main event is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by vivacious Virginia Austin and representing the United Kingdoms from Victoria, Australia, weighing 245 pounds, Ballarat Jack Jones.
B-Double-J here has had it pretty rough going on 3 months since getting Jessica Goldman. Now, Jessica Hyde, the old heave-ho in favor of his new trophy valet, earning the hatred of fans. And about half of the locker room, too. Now, it seems, Dusty Rhodes has always been a chivalrous kind of guy. We've seen it in the past, and he disapproved of Jack and his actions so much that he went out of his way to get this match signed, specifically as a main event matchup.
And while Virginia has managed to weasel her way past several attacks from Jessica, there's gonna be no hiding from Hyde when she and Virginia clash in a no-rules matchup at Homecoming. And it's exactly the environment Jessica wants the match to happen in, as she's promised to make Virginia look less appealing to Ballarat Jack or anyone else.
And his opponent from Austin, Texas, weighing 320 pounds, the American Dream Dusty Rhodes.
Tex, I saw you and the Dream talking over this match earlier in the day, and I'm a nosy guy by nature, so was it anything you could possibly share?
No big secrets there. Johnny pointed it out himself. Dusty Rhodes got a real problem with people being rude to women. You know how he is. With that thou Ballarat Jack, when I get my hands on you, daddy, I'm gonna beat your head with so many bionic elbows, baby, you ain't gonna know if you coming or going. You know, Dusty Rhodes sporting those black and white polka dots, as he pointed out, to look less threatening to Ballarat Jack. I don't know how good a strategy that is, but the American Dream is rarely wrong about these things. Guess we're just going to have to find out what happens in tonight's main event. See if Ballarat Jack is as bad as he says he is. You gotta admit, it's quite a thing when somebody like the American Dream Dusty Rhodes takes an interest in somebody like Ballarat Jack. In our main event tonight, Willie Johnson rings the bell. Jack charges. Jumping neckbreaker doesn't find the mark. He catches a kick to the chest from the American Dream. Dusty Rhodes drives all of his weight into the lower back of Ballarat Jack Jones. Jack counters with a shot to the midsection of the American Dream. Rounds him up over the shoulder. Dusty quickly counters, turns it into a DDT. Ballarat Jack already having his troubles. Here's a scoop slam from the Dream. Dusty goes to work on the head and neck area right in front of Virginia Austin. And well, Dusty Rhodes has always had a very virtuous attitude when it comes to women. Up on the middle rope, there's a crossbody, a big 300-plus pound crossbody across the chest of Ballarat Jack Jones. Rounds him up by his neck and hurls him halfway across. Oh, damn. Dusty Rhodes going to work here on Ballarat Jack Jones, who has so far mounted almost zero offense. There's a knee right to the head of Ballarat Jack. Jack rolls out. Dusty Rhodes joins him. There's a right. There's a counter. There's a hip toss from Ballarat Jack Jones. Jack gets a hold of Dusty. Delivers a couple of rib breakers and tosses him across to the floor. Ballarat Jack rounds up the Dream over the shoulder again. And this time slams him down hard. Well, slammed him right into the damn ring. Ballarat Jack finally turning things around for himself. Rolls the American Dream back inside the ring. And have you guys noticed? Oh, clothesline over the top rope and out onto the floor. And have you folks noticed? I haven't had a chance to sing the ring post song today. The American Dream catches a knee to the midsection. A left from Ballarat Jack, rounds him up for a scoop slam. Ballarat Jack Jones catches a kick to the head from the Dream. Dusty locks him up, escorts him towards the ropes. Thought it was going to be the corner. Sorry about that, folks. Jack whipped to the ropes. Dusty misses the grapple. They collide. They lock it up. Knee to the midsection from Ballarat Jack. Jack rounds him up in our front. Slams him into the turnbuckle. Holds him out towards center. And, oh well, chokey time for Ballarat Jack Jones, who appears to have lost all his patience. Ballarat Jack rounds up the Dream, gouging the face of Dusty Rhodes. Goes behind and full Nelson slam. And beating his feet on the Mississippi mud. Dusty Rhodes up against the ropes. Ballarat Jack right there to meet him. Has him up and slams him right back down towards the ropes. Ballarat Jack finally mounting some real offense. There's a kick to the midsection from the American Dream. Up over the shoulders in the fireman's carry. Dusty Rhodes takes him to the far left corner. Head first into the turnbuckle. Goes Ballarat Jack and down he goes. There's a stomp to the midsection. The Dream rounds him up by the ankles and alley-oop out of the corner. Dusty Rhodes rebounds off the ropes. Big time crossbody splash across the chest of Jones. Ballarat Jack catches a knee. Oh man, look at this. Quick clothesline, a counter from Ballarat Jack. But too close to the rope. He's mad. Yep, slams the Dream head first into the canvas. Ballarat Jack rounds up Dusty Rhodes. Has him up for a powerbomb and delivers it with authority. Yes, sir, Ballarat Jack Jones. As you said, Wally. Top rated and most hated. Everybody's lined up to get a piece of Ballarat Jack. Going to be an interesting night for him at homecoming on Wednesday night. Dusty Rhodes rounds him up. Hard shot to the midsection. Jack whipped to the ropes. Dusty misses the grapple again. They collide. There's a right, there's another, there's a left. And an uppercut that takes Ballarat Jack on. Well, look, vivacious Virginia Austin's seen enough of her fellow being abused. And Dusty Rhodes doesn't seem to care very much. Goes right back to work on him. Slams him head first into the turnbuckle. The Dream counter with an elbow from Ballarat Jack. The Dream counters with a kick to the gut. Hard right spins Jack around. He goes behind rear waist lock. Has him up. And knee breaker to Ballarat Jack. The American Dream rallying the fans here in Jersey. Ballarat Jack rolls him up for a pin, but again too close to the rope, says Willie Johnson. Jack has to start all over again. A couple of hard lefts and a headbutt to Dusty Rhodes. The Dream rounded up again by Ballarat Jack, dodges him, gets a hold on him, kick to the midsection, and another DDT. Ballarat Jack's head is taking an awful pounding. The Dream, here we go, the bionic elbow. And boom, down goes Ballarat Jack, and again Virginia Austin interceding on behalf of Ballarat Jack, who is not having a good time at all. Dusty Rhodes, no doubt, he's got some choice words for Virginia Austin. Doesn't think much of Jessica Goldman's replacement. Here's a covering hook of the leg. One. Ballarat Jack with that ring savvy reaches out for the ropes. Willie Johnson telling Dusty he's got to break it up. The Dream rounds him up. There's a jab and another bionic elbow. Said if I didn't get it right first, we'll do it again. The Dream again unloading with repeated bionic elbows to the head of Ballarat Jack Jones. Dusty covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2. Virginia Austin trying to distract Willie Johnson, but good luck with that. That's just not going to happen. The Dream misses with the rolling elbow. Ballarat Jack getting up out of the way. Nails the jumping neck breaker on the Dream. He's laid out center ring. There's a stomp to the face from Ballarat Jack Jones. Jones drives a knee to the side of the head. No, he doesn't. Dusty Rhodes gets out of the way. Virginia Austin introducing a chair into the mix here on behalf of Ballarat Jack. Willie Johnson right on it, gets rid of that chair. Dusty Rhodes spins him around with a hard right, goes behind rear waist lock, rakes the back of Ballarat Jack Jones. The Dream gets the arm over the shoulder, gets a hold on the trunks, measuring the weight here, and he's got him up for a big time vertical suplex. The momentum is all on the side of Dusty Rhodes at the present time. Ballarat Jack on the outside, referee counting. There's the rolling elbow. Ow, right there on the floor. Didn't get it. Catches a boot to the face from Ballarat Jack. Jack rounds him up again. Has him up for another powerbomb on the outside, damn near into the ring steps. There's a jumping elbow and a kip up from Ballarat Jack, indicating to the fans that he's still got it. He's still in control, well, at least ostensibly, as Don Hickson will say. A good ring suplex on the outside, referee still counting. Virginia Austin rallying Ballarat Jack here. Well, the Dream counters with a knee, avoiding another potential backbreaker. A stiff clothesline takes Ballarat Jack down. What up? And now going to work on the face of Ballarat Jack Jones. Jack counters with a shot to the midsection. Locks up the Dream. Hurls him halfway across towards the barricades. Ballarat Jack gets a hold on Dusty Rhodes, rolls him back inside the ring. Count was starting to get up there too. Ballarat Jack gathers up the Dream again. Kick to the midsection. And well, look at this, a nice chicken wing suplex with a couple of rolls. Look at this, Ballarat Jack. Still got some steam in the tank. An impressive set of moves from Ballarat Jack Jones. He rolls the Dream over, covers, hooks the leg on. 2. But no, Dusty Rhodes getting that. Oh man, Jack, he's upset. Ballarat Jack Jones rounds up the Dream for another powerbomb, and oh man. Dusty Rhodes starting to lose control of things here as Ballarat Jack takes himself to the top far right turnbuckle. Here we go, elbow right across the chest of the American Dream. And the angry Aussie has regained control of this matchup. Dusty Rhodes laid out. And Jack up on the top turnbuckle again. He's going to go for it another time. Dusty Rhodes gets stood up. Flying shoulder. Takes the Dream down to the canvas again. Ballarat Jack catches a kick to the gut and another stiff clothesline from the Dream. Swings and misses, rebounds off the ropes, catches a back body drop from Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes rallying him up here. Here we go, Spawn Buster. And here's another pin from the Dream. 1, 2. Shut up. Ballarat Jack Jones refusing to go down with the ship. He's got him by the goozle with both hands, pitches him halfway across town. Jack rolls to the outside looking for a break. The Dream urging him to come on back inside. We're not done yet. Clubbing overhand right across the back of Ballarat Jack Jones. One to the head. Another one. A right. Another right. A left. Another right. Oh man, Ballarat Jack dribbling off the ropes here. Whip towards the other side. Dusty misses with the elbow. Distracted by Virginia Austin. Ballarat Jack puts on the brakes. The Dream arguing with vivacious Virginia Austin. Ballarat Jack is stunned. The Dream catches up with him, has him up. There's a rib breaker from Dusty Rhodes. Jack quickly back up. They collide with no result. The clothesline doesn't find the mark. Ballarat Jack catches a kick to the gut from the Dream. The Dream locks him up. Whips him towards the ropes. Again, fails to connect with the grapple. Ballarat Jack takes advantage of the mistake. The Dream whipped to the ropes and a beautiful power slam from Ballarat Jack with a pin and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. But no, not again. Oh man, Ballarat Jack is losing it. The Dream refusing to give up too. And this match is running long. There's a drop kick to the face of the American Dream from Ballarat Jack Jones. Jack catches a kick to the gut. The Dream locked up by Ballarat Jack. Hard whip to the ropes. Here's a duck under from Jack. He fails to connect with the grapple. A stiff clothesline doesn't find the mark. There's a right and a left, and there's a counter from Dusty Rhodes. A hard right to the face of Ballarat Jack. Whip to the ropes again. There's an elbow that did find the mark. And a stomp right to the face of Ballarat Jack Jones and a stomp to the back of the head. And again, the momentum's turned around here as Dusty Rhodes drives a knee into the back of Ballarat Jack. And again, Virginia Austin getting directly involved. The referee needs to get her the hell on out of here. Ballarat Jack Jones laid out center ring, busted up and bleeding. The Dream rounds him up. And another set of bionic elbows to the top of the dome. Boom! Rubbing more to the dome piece and down he goes. There's another pin. 1, 2, 3. That is going to do it. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes picking up the win in our main event by pinfall over Ballarat Jack Jones.
The time, 12 minutes and 26 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
I almost feel bad for Ballarat, Jack. Almost, but not quite.
Okay, gang, that's where we're gonna leave it for this Saturday night. Thanks as always to all of you for joining us and supporting our WL Wrestling. We will be back Saturday the 28th of February for the next Snarl. But stay tuned because up next, it's the Richmond County Sportsplex in the Big Apple for the RWL Homecoming Supercard. For GB Tex and myself, this is Wally Cardill saying thanks, good night, and be safe.